here to speak with you and show you how to squeeze a landing page. Now, whether you are a kvCORE user or a K+ user, the same principles are going to apply here on grabbing your listing link and then opening up a landing page. So I'm on a kvCORE dashboard right now, and I am just going to click on listings and jot down an MLS number. So this could be something you could utilize if you wanted to showcase a home of your own that you want to get the word out there on. So I am just going to grab this first MLS number for 22 Taxter Road, MLS 4917786. And what I want to do is take a link for this property with me. So whether you're in kvCORE or K+, you're going to click on the property via your listings tab. And then, we provide actual links to these properties to your own kvCORE site. So on the kvCORE dashboard, it has the direct link. On the K+ site, the direct link is somewhere around here on that screen. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this link, and I'm going to leave this open in front of me just in case I want to pull some of this information into my landing page when I create it. So now I am going to hover over Lead Engine, and I'm actually going to right click and open on a new tab so I can have my listing information open in front of me and another tab open with my Lead Engine tools, which is pretty handy. So we're going to then grab a landing page. And now, depending on the type of access you have within kvCORE, you may see a lot of options here, or you may see just yourself. But make sure to choose accordingly if you're an admin team, etc., and you want to direct it to like a round robin routing or just to yourself. So myself, I wanted to go to a little old me all the time, every day. So we're just going to choose myself as where we're going to direct this lead. And we're going to click Start Building, which will then in turn open up another tab. So what this opens up to initially here on the landing page generator is basically this is the lead gen landing page. And the whole idea behind this lead gen landing page is when you're completed with this, whenever your lead drops in their email and or cell and clicks this orange button, they are immediately sent to the link of which you want to direct them for more information. So in this case, it's this URL after login. And the whole purpose behind this landing page is we want to send people to view this property on our website. So that's why we grabbed this link. Now, when you're creating a lead gen landing page, it's important that you kind of go slowly, thoughtfully, methodically. Otherwise, you could get a little eye twitchy because you might be like, oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. And you might have to start back at zero. So just go slowly, thoughtfully, and methodically. So the first thing you can do is change your submit button text. So you're going to click into this first field on the top left. And whatever we type in here is going to land on this orange button. So this property is Taxter Road. So we could see, Taxter Road info, or whatever you wanted to type in here. When you click outside of this box, it's going to cement that text on top of the button when the page updates. Now, where the heck do we want to send people once they click this button? Well, that's where this URL after login comes in handy. And again, that's why we grab the direct link to the property. And then we can drop our URL into this field and click outside of the box to cement the URL so it's attached to this orange button. So the second they click here, they are sent on their way to look at that property on your website. So I'm going to click outside of the box and cement that link to the button. Now we're going to click hashtag and come back to it last as we're working across the top. Next, you can either click and have a little check mark here for requiring a phone number upon sign up, or you can click it to turn it off if you don't want to require a phone. And last but not least, you can actually choose a background, which is pretty neat here, especially if it is regarding a property that you want to advertise. So we have our own you know, backgrounds of which we provide. There's like an exterior. So these are pretty generic, but, you know, they're available for you to choose from. So there's a, you know, super thoughtful lady. She's like, should I buy the house? I think so. You know, or you can pop down here into primary MLS image, especially for a single property listing. So you can click on that and you can type in or paste in the MLS number. And what the system is going to do as soon as I click OK, is it's going to grab the primary image from that listing and drop it in as the background on this page. And there it is. Now it looks like I am losing battery power, so I'm going to plug in my laptop to get this a little brighter for you. Hey, how about that? So now across the top, we have our button text done, we have our link connected to our button, and we have our background of the primary image in here. Now, the next thing we can do is put a hashtag in, and a hashtag is super, super important because you want to build in trackable elements into your advertisements if you can. So what a hashtag is going to do is allow you to track those different groups of people who responded to specific calls to action. And then in turn, your hashtag lists in K+ or kvCORE give you the ability to mass email, mass text, you know, target people with specific information. So in this case, I might just call this, you know, Taxter listing. And that would be a simple hashtag I can use on a regular squeeze page for this property if I wanted to do a single property squeeze and keep reusing this tag if I wanted to keep adding people into that particular categorization. Now, to cement the tag on, you guessed it, you click outside of the box. So every time you add something in here, you click outside to cement it in. And again, the order is orange button, link, phone, background, then hashtag. Now, from here, we can start dropping elements of information into anywhere you see text. Now, if you want to get rid of this logo, you just double click it to ditch it. But it's saying, hey, you know, guess what? Removing this may not be in compliance with your MLS services. Are you sure you want to continue? So you need to make sure you're following your own rules and regs on if you can or cannot remove that logo. So from here, I can go in and add in information about the property. So it's 221 Taxter Road, Irvington, New York. So you can put in the address, you can put in any information here you would like about the home if you want, or you can just get rid of it and not type anything in there at all and leave that secondary line blank. Or of course you could drop in here and say, you know, like open house this weekend. And then you could like, you know, Saturday 1 to 4, Sunday 11 to 3. So you can add in information such as this. Now, when it comes to these bullets, these are places of which you can add in additional content. A lot of users, when it comes to like a single property or something, they don't want to put a whole lot in here because you don't want to give away all of the information about the property. You want to entice people enough that they click and opt in to get the details, right? So if you want to get rid of these bullets, you just double click one. Now just keep in mind, if you double click a bullet, it does not come back until you start over, so do so with discretion. You can also click into these sections and edit this content if you want to. Same goes with this little subsection underneath. And again, if you want to get rid of a bullet, you just double click it. So now's the point where we're like, okay, we think we're ready to go. Let's make sure we've got everything in place like we would like it to be. So when we look at this, we know we've got our button text correct. We know our button is leading to that property. And we know that the moment that lead opts in, they're going to be tagged with Taxter listing. And the cool thing about this is the second they click this button, they're going to land on your dashboard as a new lead just about instantaneously. Within about 10-15 seconds, it's going to land. It will be hashtagged. And on the front side, the system's going to send that lead directly to your website to view the property, and it's going to pre-sign them in on your website. So they're not going to get the little thing saying, hey, sign up, we need to get your info. When they click this button here, they're opting in to get that information. So it's pre-signing them in. So they're not going to be asked to sign in to view the property. It's a very seamless transition. So after we've given this a once over, we pop up to the upper right and click save. And a little screen's going to come up basically saying, hey, you know what? After you save it, you cannot edit this again. So make sure it's how you want it to look. So always take the time to give it that once over. And then you can click OK once you know you have it good to go, and the page will update. So what we have here in the browser, just so you can differentiate, is you have the link of which you are currently editing. See how long that sucker is? It is a long, long link. When I click save, the page is going to refresh and give us our final link. And you'll always know it's a final link when you see this little green share guy up here in the upper left. That is a prime indicator that you have saved this and it's ready for you to employ. Now, you can either copy this link, or you can click your little share button and share into these social medias directly. The whole point is now you've got a link of which you can leverage and send out to folks. So if I go into our, say, our Inside Real Estate group for success strategies, just to give you an example of what it'll look like, we can actually paste our landing page link in. And you can see here that the system actually gave us the preview of the property primary image and the preview of the information that we put into the ad. And once this has manifested here, you can get rid of that link that you pasted in. And this is where you would add in whatever your call to action is. Now, from here, you just click post and it goes into the group. Now, if I was a lead and I was bebopping through Facebook and I was like, ooh, that looks like a great place, I click on it. I put in my email address, my cell, and click the button. From a consumer point of view, this is where it would take me. It took me right to that property, right exactly to that agent. So I was using my own agent test account dashboard. So if we look at the URL up here, you can see it went immediately. It's all about Annalisa and her brokerage. So I know this is all about my subdomain as an agent because it has my name first and then my brokeragename.com. And then it has the MLS ID information about that particular property. And you can see from a consumer point of view, when it landed me here, it pre-logged me in at the top left. So all of this happened in seconds. So this is basically how you can squeeze a landing page with a squeeze link, a single property link, a blog link, basically anything of which you want to connect people to. You can do that handily with that landing page generator. So whenever you open one of these up, maybe you've got the top 5 things of which you want to connect people to for to prepare for with a lender, or things of that nature. You can have it blogged and put that blog link in here. So you've got all these opportunities to send people information, have them automatically registered, automatically tagged for categorization, and you're setting yourself up for success by taking these steps. So I really hope this was a helpful session. I'm going to end this and pop into the group to see if there were any questions, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.